You are not losing everything by accident. What feels like collapse is often God's most shocking strategy for elevation, and the warning is this: if you misread this season, you will fight the very process designed to lift you higher. When God is preparing to raise you, He often allows the ground beneath you to disappear, because elevation built on old foundations will eventually destroy you. You wonder why doors are closing all at once. Relationships drift away, resources dry up, familiar routines stop working, and the identity you once relied on no longer fits. This is not punishment. This is precision. God strips before He crowns. He reduces before He multiplies. He empties before He fills. Scripture whispers this pattern again and again, even when it feels brutal. Unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains alone. John 12 verse 24. What you call loss, heaven often calls preparation. The first hidden reason God lets you lose everything is because He is separating you from false security. You trusted things that worked before, people who once supported you, systems that made you feel safe. But safety is not the same as calling. God will not elevate you while your confidence is anchored to what can be shaken. So He allows it to shake. He removes the crutches you secretly leaned on so you can learn to walk by faith alone. When everything external collapses, your dependence is forced upward. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord. Psalm 20 verse 7. The loss exposes what you truly relied on, and that revelation is essential before promotion. This is why the stripping feels personal. God is not just removing things around you, He is dismantling identities within you. You are losing versions of yourself that cannot go where He is taking you. Pride disguised as competence. Control disguised as wisdom. Familiar success patterns that no longer require faith. Elevation demands humility, and humility is often learned only when you have nothing left to prove. Joseph did not step into leadership until the coat was gone, the position was gone, and even his reputation was gone. The pit came before the palace, and the prison refined what the dream could not. Genesis 50 verse 20. The second insight is unsettling but freeing. God allows loss to purify your motives. You said you wanted more influence, more impact, more blessing, but hidden beneath that prayer may have been a hunger for validation, revenge, or recognition. God answers your prayer by cleansing it. When everything is taken, the question surfaces: will you still pursue God if He gives you nothing in return? This is where many turn back, but chosen ones go deeper. Job lost wealth, children, health, and status, yet declared, "Though He slay me, yet will I trust Him." Job 13 verse 15. That declaration did not come from comfort, it came from devastation. When motives are purified, your prayers change. You stop asking God to restore things and start asking Him to transform you. That is the pivot point. Elevation does not come when things return, it comes when your heart is aligned. God is not impressed by ambition, He responds to surrender. The loss is not meant to destroy your desire but to refine it until it can be trusted with power. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Psalm 37 verse 4. Notice the order. Delight comes before delivery. The third reason God lets you lose everything is because He is teaching you to hear His voice without noise. When life is full, God often competes with distractions. Success can make you spiritually deaf. Familiar rhythms dull your sensitivity. So God creates silence. The loss removes background noise until His whisper becomes unmistakable. In the wilderness, Israel learned dependence daily. Manna fell one day at a time. Deuteronomy 8 verse 3. God was not being cruel, He was retraining their hearing. When everything else fails, His guidance becomes your lifeline. You are in a season where intuition sharpens, discernment deepens, and prayer becomes less religious and more desperate. That desperation is holy. It tunes your spirit. You begin to sense warnings before danger and peace before provision. This is preparation for leadership, because elevation without discernment is dangerous. God trusts those who have learned to listen in silence. My sheep hear my voice, John 10 verse 27. Hearing comes easier when competing voices are gone. The fourth insight is one few are willing to accept. God lets you lose everything to reveal who is truly with you. Elevation requires a smaller circle, not a larger one. When resources disappear, opportunists leave. When status fades, flatterers vanish. What remains is rare and refined. Jesus himself experienced this. Many followed for miracles, few stayed for the cross, John 6 verse 66. Loss filters your relationships so that betrayal does not meet you at the top. This separation hurts because you expected loyalty. But God values your future more than your comfort. He removes people who would later mishandle access to your next level. Some connections cannot survive elevation because they were only built for convenience. When God prunes, it feels like abandonment, but it is actually protection. He cuts off every branch that bears no fruit, John 15 verse 2. Cutting is painful, but it increases capacity. The fifth and final reason is the most powerful. God lets you lose everything because he is about to give you something you could not carry before. New wine requires new wineskins, Mark 2 verse 22. If he poured what is coming into your old life, it would break you. The loss creates space. Space for new vision. Space for new authority. Space for new responsibility. Elevation is heavy. It demands strength, character, and obedience formed only under pressure. You think you are starting over, but God sees you starting correctly. What feels like delay is actually alignment. Humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time, 1 Peter 5 verse 6. Due time is not calendar time, it is character time. When the internal work is complete, the external shift happens suddenly. Scripture is full of suddenly moments that came after long seasons of hidden loss, Acts 2 verse 2. Here is the warning you must hear clearly: do not rebuild what God has torn down. Do not rush to replace what he removed. Do not beg for doors he closed. Trust the process even when it contradicts logic. Obedience in loss is more powerful than faith in abundance. When you stop resisting, peace enters. When peace enters, clarity follows. When clarity comes, movement begins. This is also the moment where you decide whether you will stay silent or step into purpose with others who are walking the same narrow path. If this message is stirring something deep inside you, it is because you recognize yourself in it. You are not watching by chance, you are being positioned. There are others who need to hear what you are hearing, others who are confused by loss and tempted to quit. By choosing to stay connected, by choosing to engage, you become part of a quiet community of believers who refuse to misinterpret the wilderness. Let your response be intentional. A simple action can become a declaration that you trust God's process and want to grow with those who do too. Align yourself with content that strengthens your faith instead of feeding your fear. Leave a comment not to be seen, but to testify that you are still standing. When you interact, you are not supporting a channel, you are signaling to your own spirit that you are committed to the journey. Consistency creates momentum, and momentum carries you through waiting seasons. As this message settles, examine your heart. Are you willing to let go completely? Are you willing to be misunderstood, reduced, and hidden if it means becoming who God designed you to be? Elevation is coming, but it will not look like you imagined. It will look like strength where weakness once lived, clarity where confusion reigned, and authority born from surrender. What you lost will not define you. What you become will. Stand firm. Stay obedient. Trust the stripping. God does not waste loss. He uses it to lift you higher than you ever planned to go.